Hey, this is Adam, Theros Media again. Looking at the keyword mini split today in the Arlington, Texas area, a little competitive research. So we came across the on-time experts who is running um, traffic from Google for this keyword to their mini split ductless page. So they are UTM tracking, which is a good thing. They aren't excluding so they have mini split AC as a keyword. Mini split and mini split AC kind of show the same things in the SERPs. So the search engine results page, when you search them on Google, people are looking for information. So this is not totally, it's not a bad thing that they have this keyword showing up for mini split AC. Although I would use a single keyword ad group, meaning I have a campaign built out, for, let's say for mini splits or ductless or whatever it is, and then I have the keywords on the ad group level. So I have all the keywords that I want to go after specifically made as ad groups. And then inside that ad group, I have that one keyword running inside the ad group. So let's say the ad group's mini split. I have mini split as a broad match, an exact match, and a phrase match inside the keywords in the ad group. And then I have all the other ad groups we're running excluded from that keyword. So I say I have about 50 ad groups. I have all other 49 keywords excluded from that ad group, so nothing crosses over. So your mini splits are going to show up for mini split AC. You have to have an exact match or in a phrase match or an exact match for mini split AC to mini split, but nothing crosses over. So that's how you do it. So that's what I would do here. Single keyword ad groups, narrow down what's working and what's not a ton, especially for smaller advertisers, which I would consider anybody spending less than 10 grand or so on AdWords, a smaller advertiser. Usually $100,000 a month is a decent amount on AdWords. It's not a real possibility for a ton of people, but smaller advertisers usually under $10,000 a month. So for this landing page specifically, this isn't actually a landing page, it's a blog post. I wouldn't be running it to a blog post. Maybe I would for SEO purposes, but I would be running it this probably isn't ranking very well. So, because it only has 100 words on it. So it's not really a blog post. It's more of I need my what is a mini split? What is a ductless mini split system showing up in Google? This is what this page is for. It's not really informative at all about anything. Usually the pages you see rank for mini splits, what is a mini split, have a couple thousand words on them. Not 100. So this is kind of a vanity page to say, hey, we built this page for what is a mini split for whatever company they're working with, maybe themselves. But this isn't very good as a landing page. So what I would do is I would build out a landing page for this keyword if you actually want to run traffic for this keyword. And then you have to figure out your goal. What do you want it to be? Do you want people to give you a call, or do you want people to book an estimate? What do you want it to be on your landing page? Build it out around your goal and run traffic to that. This is a good strategy for this keyword. So this keyword is so if you go to Google, this keyword, you'll see what is a mini split is the first result. So this is going to have, it's from a big manufacturer. It's going to have a lot of information on it about what a mini split is. So that's what I would do, is build something out like that. Next. I don't see Facebook tracking anywhere on the website. So I went to the home page, went to this page specifically, clicked around a couple times. Don't see any tracking from Facebook. So you're not remarketing, or you're not remarketing from your website if you do market on Facebook. So I would add a pixel to your website. You are tracking through Google, which is fine. You have a CDM delivery. You're using WordPress. You don't have a landing page, so I'm not going to recommend heat mapping. And I was trying to see, because your search engine results have different reviews numbers on them, but that's just because Google hasn't updated that results page. It looks like you are pushing the reviews to Google dynamically when They're updated on your website, but it's just Google hasn't updated those pages because they're all around the same. If the one was, drastically different, I would know that there's a problem somewhere, but they're all around the same. So it's just not updated on Google. But you do have a good search engine results page. Very, very well done. You don't have very much information here, so you can rank a little better, and I'll have a guide for it, but you can rank a little better for different keywords if you include them in the FAQs on the search engine results or if you include them on your Google My Business. So that's a pretty typical strategy for contractors we employ because no one really does it, and it helps their pages rank better for their keywords. And if your reviews, so your reviews you have a ton of reviews, so you probably have your keywords in those reviews, so I'm not going to comment on those. But your Facebook page is updated pretty well. Looks like every day, every other day or so, something is pushing. Yeah, every other day something is pushing to your Facebook page, which is okay. You want to keep this updated. It makes you look like a legitimate business, which you are. Oh, congratulations, Inc. 5,000 fastest growing companies. Good. Congratulations. So let's see your ads. So you are running ads, but it looks like you're running summer ads. August 31st. Okay, summer air conditioning sale. So it's not really a summer ad. It's more of a end of summer ad. So I'd say it's still relevant here, especially if people are on the fence for their air conditioning. You still want something like this. It looks like a pretty decent ad. Looks like it was made by a company and not you. Same day service available, free quote. Where does this go? So this goes to that's not right. This probably goes to a lead form. Yeah, it has to go to a lead form because you're not going to run traffic just to Facebook. Get a quote. Yeah, it goes to a lead form. Is it an offer? I like the social proof on the offers. I just don't like the offers set up on Facebook. But offers, I don't know what get quote in an offer is. Maybe this is built into, they update it throughout. So they must update it if it's a lead form. The offers update automatically on Facebook, and the offer is an ad type, but the lead forms don't. So if I were running Facebook traffic, I would do the same thing. I would update the sub headline pretty frequently. But the problem with that is you don't have the social proof on the ad like you want to have. So to get around that, I would have one ad that I update and one ad that I don't. I would have the best performing ad I don't update. It'd be something specific to the ad under the sub headline. So we'll reach out to you within 5 minutes or whatever it is. And then I would have an ad update with social proof for an offer. So hopefully this helps. I'll go through the list a bunch, or I'll go through the list. Keyword pruning. I know mini split doesn't convert very well. Mini split AC looks like it does okay, but there's not enough data for here to test. This is our database of all the keywords for mini splits. I have a couple of them, so I really need to combine them all. But it's a pretty big spreadsheet. It has about 50,000 search terms and keywords on here of what converts and what doesn't. Yeah, these are different times you run this keyword. So all the information is down here. Converts, 4 conversions is not very many to test. We've only spent about $200 testing this mini split AC keyword. $50 per conversion is not bad. So I would throw this in an ad campaign and test it out. Click-through rate is pretty decent as well for Google Ads. So yeah, I would test this keyword, and I would keep testing the keyword until I get to about $1,000 in ad spend. Usually you want to see conversions at half of your goal. So let's say my goal for customer acquisition is $250. So I want to spend $250 to acquire a customer. I would spend $125 testing out that keyword to see if it works or not. So we spent about, so usually the customer acquisition, cost per lead is a bad way to do it. I would do cost per customer, um, because cost per lead can be all over the place, especially for the AC industry. I know in the AC industry, usually the average is about $300 to $500 to acquire a lead, which I don't think is correct. And if it is, that's just the stat. And if that's correct, that is outrageous. I would want to spend $200 to $500 acquiring a customer, not a lead. So I'm not sure exactly what that stat is based on, but because I know even Home Advisor gives you leads for 50 to 80 to $120. So I kind of doubt that stat. Maybe they're including everything. I don't know. But I would want to spend that much to acquire a customer. So I like the customer acquisition cost, $250 I want to spend to acquire a customer. I want to spend half that testing out a keyword. We spent half that testing out a keyword. The keyword converted very well. So I would spend more. I would spend about $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I would keep testing the keyword out till it doesn't convert well. So mini split AC I would test out. I'm not going to go through the database to figure out mini split because every time I do, it breaks my video recording software. So I will not do that. Anyway, single keyword ad groups help you out a ton. Keyword pruning, because mini split should not be showing up for mini split AC, not the same keyword, because single keyword ad groups should exclude different keywords that you're already running against. I would build this out into an actual landing page. I would figure out my goal. Is it to acquire a customer, acquire a lead? What if it's to acquire a customer? How am I going to do that? So first you have to acquire a lead, then you acquire a customer. How am I going to do that? What's the strategy to do that? Is it to get their email and email them? Is it to get them give us a phone call? I would build out a strategy for that landing page or for all my landing pages and then build them around that. This is a very poor attempt at a blog. So I would build out the blog, then have a download on the blog for the landing page. I would install a Facebook pixel to remarket on Facebook. Then I would remarket for this specific ad that I'm running from Google on Facebook. So if I'm running a mini split ad, I would remarket to that from that page to back to that page to get a lead. Mouthful. Hopefully that helps you. Hopefully you make more money with it, and we'll talk to you soon.